following interview is with Bernard Fox, who played Malcolm Merriweather on the Andy Griffith Show. Malcolm was the British guy that rode around on a bicycle. You may remember him, hopefully, as that. And he also played on Bewitched as Dr. Bombay. This interview was done on June 26, 1998, in Kingsport, Tennessee, the day before the Mayberry at Meadowview event. Mr. Fox, you were on what, 2 episodes of the Andy Griffith Show?
3.
3? That's right, 3, the color episode. How did you enjoy your time that you spent on the set? I realize it was a very small amount of time, but did you enjoy it?
Actually, it was very nice. It was one of the first shows I did in the United States, and I've been here a few months, and beginning to get worried about work.
You shouldn't be too interested in what he has to say.
And my friend Howie Morris said, "I will give you a job anytime." and Harvey Bullock wrote this script for the Andy Griffith Show, and it was my first show. And we sat at home in our little 1-bedroom apartment in Los Angeles, which I believe cost us all of $230 a month. And I was wondering where the next job's coming from. And we watched that particular Andy Griffith Show, and when it finished, the phone rang. It was Andy Griffith. And he was saying, Bernard, that's got to be one of the best shows we ever did. And that just gave me a great feeling. And I'm not sure if he said we'll do more, but we did. And that really helped in those early days when I just arrived in America.
And on the show, you drew faces on the egg and made the tree out of a newspaper. Was that your idea, or was that already written?
My idea, yes. Harvey Bullock asked me if I could play an instrument, and I said no. And I said I can knock out a tune on a penny whistle, and that didn't look too promising, and I thought that the job's going out of the window, and suddenly remembered that I could do this paper magic. So he said, "What is that?" And I told him about it, and we did it. You see, basically what he wanted was something for Opie to go, "Oh wow," that kind of thing, which of course it worked very well.
That's great. And you appeared on Bewitched, of course. A lot of people will remember you even as Dr. Bombay, of course.
Yeah.
And Hogan's Heroes, you were on there. And I remember you especially from Bewitched, and because you were on there so often, and that character was so strong character, I suppose.
Well, I've been very lucky in the characters I've played, more or less, over the years. They've all been strong. I mean, the character in Titanic wasn't exactly strong, but at least it was it was sympathetic and warm towards Kate Winslet. Now this character I just finished in Morocco.
10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
And what was the name of that movie?
I just finished a very strong character in Morocco.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
And you hated it.
And the director was wonderful.
Yeah.
He kept saying, "I won't hurt you," but
Is that the king of the world?
he knew Jim Cameron. I just worked with Cameron, so he kept saying, "I won't hurt you, Bernard. I won't hurt you."
Oh God.
And what was
Listen,
the name?
10 o'clock tomorrow morning, okay?
All right.
10 o'clock.
And what was the name of that movie that you just finished in Morocco?
It's called The Mummy, and it's a cross between the old Mummy with Boris Karloff and like a modern, exciting adventure film. Got a lot of special effects, and I'm a World War I pilot, left over. All my buddies have died. And I end up flying the people the 2 guys that are searching for the tomb. I fly them on the wings of my fighter plane.
Wow. Is there any question in particular that people tend to ask you often about the Andy Griffith Show, or
Not
any
so much.
part in
No,
particular?
it's funny that Andy Griffith Show has got such a strong following, and much stronger following than Bewitched. But I do get recognized more for Bewitched, even in the desert in Morocco.
Oh, really?
Yes.
People recognize Dr. Bombay out there. Well, I know you also collect vaudeville routines from previous times I've met you. What got you started doing that, exactly?
We did we tried to run a British Victorian music hall in Santa Monica, and we ran from 73 until 78. And we had to learn a lot of the songs of the gay 90s, and I got interested in it. And then I discovered my grandmother, on my mother's side, had been a music hall performer in England. and she did what they call a, what do they call it? But basically what it was that she had her own face and a dress on the front and a false face on the back. And it was a transformation dance, you know. She'd jig about and then turn around, and it was another person jigging about. So that more, I think it's in the blood, really.
When I've seen you before perform up in Michigan at Grand Rapids, that you were so funny up there. I enjoyed that so much. We got to sit around. I was privileged enough to be able to sit around with you when you weren't performing and just listen to you tell stories.
Yeah.
And it was really enjoyable.
Keep telling me to get it down on paper, and I haven't bothered yet. Well, you've got this one on.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for it. And if there's anything else you'd like to say, you feel welcome to go ahead and say it. But if not, I just want to thank you for your time. And,
Thank you.
And I'll see you tomorrow. And have a good evening.